Try to put in the middle, unless it's blocking.
Hello, Facebook. How's everybody doing? Excuse me while I fix our microphone placement, so it might get a little bit noisy for about 2 seconds while I move this.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, guys.
Everyone.
I hope everybody is having a good Wednesday so far.
Oops.
It's getting a little loud in here. All right, guys, I think that's good. All righty. Who's excited for Wellness Wednesdays today, guys? Episode 32.
Crazy.
I can't believe, I think I say this every week, but I can't believe we've made it this far.
8 months of episodes, guys. If you want to check them out on the Facebook page, just go to the videos tab.
Oh, hey, Sue. Hey, Corey. Margie. What's up, guys?
Hey, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, or day before Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are all preparing your stomachs for a nice hearty meal tomorrow, or a few meals.
I'm ready to eat some awesome food. It's our 32nd episode, guys. It's going to be a good one. CBD for concussions.
Yeah.
Pretty relevant topic.
And what's really cool, I don't know if you guys saw me post about it on Facebook. Today is actually Wellesley's very first birthday, so
Yep.
that's pretty awesome that that we get to do a Wellness Wednesday on Wellesley's birthday. So I just wanted to thank all of you guys for supporting us the last year and continuing to do so. One other thing that I wanted to announce, right now, like this entire week, I have knocked 50% off all Wellesy CBD products. You don't even need a coupon code. If you go to Wellesy.com and you click the Wellesy products, you guys will see that those are marked down 50%. And that's only going to be available through Monday at 11:59 p.m. So that's through Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And there'll be a little addition to that sale starting, Cyber Monday, Black Friday kind of thing. So keep an eye out on your emails for that. If you guys aren't on their email list, go to wellesy.com and subscribe so you guys don't miss out on specials.
Get some great deals, guys. Absolutely, for the holidays.
And then, all right, so for today's giveaway, now that I talked about the current sales we're running, one lucky winner is going to be winning a 250 milligram Wellesy Blueberry CBD oil. $40 value, can be vaped, used sublingually. And the way you win, if you guys have never watched our show before, is liking this live stream, commenting, asking questions, and also sharing this live feed into related groups to really help grow this audience and help get the message out there about the benefits of CBD.
Absolutely, guys, and we'll get started here in just a second as everybody comes in.
Yes, Sue, I did see that you ordered 4. I see a lot of you guys are taking advantage of that, and I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys see the value and, getting your CBD products for 50% off. I definitely wanted to do something for you guys that would really basically make it so there's no barrier to purchasing these products because, you're not going to find it anywhere else where, they're essentially knocking 50% off the retail price just right then and there.
And again, these are the most premium CBD products out there.
Yeah, it's not a different formula or anything. You guys are getting the exact same Wellesy CBD oil products that you get it for when you pay it for retail, I just wanted to say thank you to you guys for supporting us all this way.
Absolutely. So shall we get started?
Yep. Hello, Tanja.
All right, guys. I, of course, am Ben. And
I am Eden. Guys, welcome to episode 32 of Wellness Wednesdays. This week's topic, as Ben mentioned earlier, is CBD for concussions.
Big time issue in the media, especially relating to sports. But just a little bit about concussions, guys. Of course, a concussion is a traumatic brain injury. Sometimes the effects just last for a short time. However, there can be some long-term issues as well, including cognitive impairment, mood changes, pain, some pretty serious stuff. So there is new research out there that suggests that CBD might be a treatment for concussion sufferers. And as it turns out, and as we've discussed before, amazingly, CBD has the ability to protect the brain and regrow brain cells, which we'll talk about as well. But there's a lot of swelling that occurs with a concussion, so that's also a very good use for CBD.
I mean, kind of just like looking at this information that Ben just presented to you, it's kind of, if you guys have watched our past Wellness Wednesday episodes or kind of familiar with the benefits of CBD, you can really start to kind of assume the benefits that could result from the use of CBD in regards to concussions. But for those of you that don't know, CBD is a cannabinoid that is found in the hemp plant. It can also be found in the cannabis plant. Often it's associated with marijuana, a drug that is illegal in most states. And in marijuana, I am referring to THC specifically, which is the compound, the cannabinoid that has a psychoactive effects. But however, CBD will not get you high. It does not have those psychoactive effects, and in fact, it can actually reduce the psychoactive effects of THC. Currently CBD is being studied for its ability to treat a wide range of conditions such as migraines, anxiety, depression, chronic pain, epilepsy. I mean, we have 30 past episodes of things that are currently being studied in regards to CBD.
Again, guys, we have all these great videos archived on our Facebook page. Just go to the left on the video tab on the little menu on the left there, and you can watch any of them anytime.
I got them in little playlists for you guys. I have the CBD Knowledge playlist. I got the Wellness Wednesday playlist. It's super easy, so feel free to go and watch those past episodes.
So, guys, a little bit about concussions. For those of you who may not know, what causes a concussion? So, concussion is a result of a head injury. It's usually caused by a blow to the head. It can result from shaking as well. Basically, when you experience a concussion or head injury, the brain, which is very well protected within your head, kind of hits against its own barrier, your skull.
Smacking against it is kind of how I envision it.
That's exactly how a concussion occurs. It's sort of a bruising of the brain, if you will. That's not a technical term, just a way to put it. But obviously your brain's very soft. It's very vulnerable. Very easily damaged. That's why your head is so hard. It's there to protect it, obviously.
Yeah.
So, and unfortunately, a concussion can also cause brain cells to die in large numbers, which is pretty profound and dangerous.
And I mean, if you were kind of just, if it's 40, 50 years ago, like we've talked about how it was always thought, like, your brain is how it is. Once you destroy, those brain cells, they don't come back.
Yeah, for a long time, that was the...
But now we're starting to see that that's, in fact, not the case.
No, the brain can regenerate. You can, through behavior and neurogenesis, which is the increase of brain cells, or neuroplasticity, which is behavior.
And we talked about this CBD's benefit in regards to that.
Absolutely.
So, we often associate concussions with sports in which the athletes are at risk of being hit in the head or falling onto the ground repeatedly, Football is probably the biggest sport that concussions are associated with, but I mean, you could even look at like MMA fighters, boxers, like they're just getting
absolutely.
Boxers, they're just getting smacked in the head all the time. So, but it has recently been determined that professional football players are at a high risk of experiencing concussion since they're violently hit to the ground. Same as boxers, Statistics show that many former football players have experienced some form of head trauma while during their time on the field, which, I mean, if any of you guys have played football, like, that's the name of the game, is like, hit the other guy as hard as you possibly can.
And a helmet can only do so much. I mean, there's a lot in the news these days. If for any football,
CTE's even another big one. Like, there's a lot of parents that are afraid of even enrolling their children in contact sports because of CTE and the possibility of concussion.
That's absolutely right. Youth football is taking a huge hit.
Which is a shame because I loved youth football as a kid. That was one of my favorite things.
But as we get more educated,
absolutely. I mean, until I guess the helmet safety can catch up to like what we're uncovering and actually protect, then I mean it's going to continue to go down.
So guys, just to get a little bit more in depth here, what are the risks and symptoms associated with a concussion? Some of the symptoms, often if you have a concussion, you'll be confused, you'll get dizzy, you'll feel pain, headaches, you'll lose memory, which is pretty scary. It can be temporary, obviously, but it can even be more long-term, and there'll be some mood changes, definitely some irritability going on. So those are some of more of the short-term symptoms, but more severe symptoms can result as well, including very scary permanent brain damage, if it's a real serious head injury, permanent memory loss, permanent mood altering, chronic migraines, loss of certain motor skills.
Even your dramatic changes in your personality can result. So like you could be one way and then you experience a severe head trauma or concussion, and like people that have known you, your whole life could even see like possible changes in your behavior
and guys,
and personality.
don't get us wrong. You don't have to play football to get a concussion.
No. Those contact sports are the most
You
well
can get
known.
a concussion in a car accident, skiing, snowboarding, just every day you fall, bump your head a little.
Yeah, I mean, you could honestly fall out of bed when you're sleeping in the middle of the night and get a concussion.
Yeah, there are a lot of ways to hurt your head. So
I want everybody to really know. I'm glad you brought that up. That like concussions are not just the result of contact sports.
Absolutely,
they're just the most talked about because that's the media.
So, obviously these symptoms are very dangerous. They can take several hours to appear, so you may not know, and you can put yourself in more danger by not knowing.
That's that's so dangerous, especially, I mean, I'm going to bring up football players again, because they could experience that head trauma and then go back on the field, and really they could be getting hit more and more and more, and they have a concussion, but they don't experience symptoms.
Or like getting behind the wheel of a car. Or
exactly.
Like that. So, pretty serious stuff, guys. So, what's the big question here? Can CBD treat a concussion? Well, the way in which CBD has the potential to treat a concussion, it's very fascinating. CBD is obviously cannabinoid. We've talked about that quite a bit, which replenishes the body's endocannabinoid system. Of course, the ECS, endocannabinoid system, one of its main purposes is maintaining homeostasis throughout the body, regulating everything from body temperature to mood.
If you guys aren't familiar with, the endocannabinoid system, and even bioavailability, then I highly, highly recommend you guys check out CBD Knowledge Episode 2 and CBD Knowledge Episode 3, because I talk about all those topics.
Absolutely. So, the endocannabinoid system also regulates brain function in addition to many of the other body systems. The brain is rich with cannabinoid receptors, so when you take CBD, you're supplying your brain with what it needs to function properly.
So, I mean, I'm kind of looking at that's like a win-win.
Absolutely.
Like, it's something that you should be doing.
CBD has also been found to have neuroprotective properties, and here's where we talk about some pretty amazing stuff, guys. It attaches itself to the brain, reducing inflammation within the brain cells. So when the person has experienced a traumatic brain injury and you have inflamed brain cells as a response to the blow, that's your body's way of healing, essentially, CBD can counteract that within the brain. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's crazy, like inflammation, like it comes up episode after episode after episode.
Yeah.
So it's really great to see. I mean, it makes sense, your brain is swollen, it's inflamed, so I mean it would make sense that CBD would be effective for that.
What's even more fascinating than that, though, is that some studies have demonstrated that CBD has and we talked about this a little earlier, has the potential to stimulate what's called neurogenesis, which is basically regeneration of brain cells.
New brain cells,
Pretty incredible.
So because the loss of many brain cells can occur as the result of a head injury, CBD may be a remarkable treatment for concussions. Scientists actually believe that it can replenish the brain cells that have died because of impact.
Imagine the benefits just across the board for people who've had brain injuries, something like that. Pretty incredible.
I mean, it's not even just to concussions. Like there's
strokes, your brain
neurodegenerative diseases.
Your brain can be injured a variety of ways, right? Diseases, dementia. I mean, we could sit here and talk about a million things.
Yeah, I mean, like the research is just scratching the surface, but it's definitely looking very promising. And every single episode, like we're just learning more and more about CBD, and I hope you guys are too, because Ben and I are both extremely educated about CBD, but when I'm planning these shows for you guys, like we're also educating ourselves around these topics the best of our abilities, so then we can give you accurate and factual information.
Always learning here, guys. Never stop learning.
And I mean, here's another thing that you guys probably won't be surprised of, but CBD also boasts pain relieving properties.
Big surprise.
So this is actually because of its combination of anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties. So often a concussion can cause severe headache that can last for several days. So by taking CBD, concussion sufferers may be able to get relief from pain, without being exposed to the risks that are associated with the most commonly prescribed opioid drugs or prescription medications.
Huge benefit there. There's an opioid crisis in this country. So
it's very bad. And
there's an alternative out there, guys.
Yes.
So, obviously, to many of you regular CBD users, no surprise here what we're talking about. The amazing effects that that CBD has on the brain have made it become more popular. People are starting to realize it's a good alternative to conventional medications that are prescribed in clinical environments.
I mean, I've replaced, the conventional Advil's pain relief medications with CBD. I mean, I don't remember the last time I took Advil was.
And guys, we're not medical professionals, just our opinion, but I agree with that 100%. There's just no need for it
I'm telling
anymore.
you from my personal experience, I haven't used Advil and I don't even remember the last time.
I just don't need it.
No, because if I have a headache or something, like I told you about my migraine story a month or so ago, like my migraine was terrible. Like I couldn't do anything, and I drank literally a bottle, and it was gone within an hour. Like,
and guys, you can check this information out that I'm about to tell you, but I mean, Tylenol can harm your liver, Advil can harm your intestines.
Especially for those of you, I know a lot of you will like get surgery, say, and you're like, all right, I don't want to do opioid medications because you might get addicted or whatever, and that's fine. But a lot of you will replace that with high amounts of Advil, Tylenol.
Not good.
Not good. You know, if you're doing that, you know, for months, years at a time, like your liver is getting destroyed. Like, yeah, on the bottle it may say you could take up to 6 to 8 in every so hours or whatever, but like that's not for long-term use.
No, not at all. I mean, and CBD is not only going to alleviate symptoms, it's going to promote healing at the same time. So
it's kind of a win-win to just start trying to use CBD.
So, guys, just a little bit back to CBD for brain stuff. You know, obviously we're talking about the NFL a little bit. The NFL has really started to investigate the therapeutic benefits. There's a lot of news about that. That could be huge. CBD, like we said, has the potential to treat concussion symptoms. Many of the players in the league are urging the NFL to reconsider its position on CBD and THC.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That needs to happen. They need to progress. But I will say there are already like even past players in the NFL. They get involved, you know, in the cannabis market. Like I believe it was Jake Plummer, one of the old Broncos quarterbacks. He's retired now. He's a huge advocate for CBD. So, you know, these guys, yeah, they may know the benefits, but, like, if they're in the NFL, they can't come out and be like, yeah, go buy Welles's CBD products because that's a banned substance in the NFL. They'll get in trouble. So that's why you're seeing these players, once they retire, they get out and they start experimenting with these holistic treatments such as, you know, THC, CBD, and then they start seeing the benefits, and then they become advocates for it.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that it is a banned substance, but...
And, yeah, I mean, basically the football players' argument is that CBD is a much safer treatment than the prescription painkillers that they're basically just throwing down all their throats.
Absolutely. So, guys, is CBD safe to take? Big question there. So, many studies out there, and you don't have to take our word for it, check on it yourself, show that CBD is safe to take over a long period of time. Many researchers agree that one of the only side effects is drowsiness.
But, I mean, that could be a benefit for people. But, like I said, it's all about finding your dose. It can help you maintain focus, concentration, your energy levels during the day. But it can also help you sleep. But it's all about finding that right dose on what's going to give you energy and what's going to help you fall asleep at night.
Absolutely. So, one thing to keep in mind that's very important is everybody's body chemistry is obviously different. So always speak to your doctor before implementing CBD into your medication regimen. CBD that comes from the hemp plant is perfectly legal. Mm-hmm. It's not derived from the marijuana plant. It does not put the user at a risk of experiencing mind-altering or psychoactive effects. Therefore, it isn't classified as an illegal drug. So... One just little thing, guys, if you do want to start using CBD to treat the symptoms of a traumatic brain injury, remember, start small, figure out what's working for you, and work your way up.
Yeah, it's, I mean, if you guys have never watched these episodes, you can ask any of our regular viewers in the chat box, like, how did they find their perfect dose? Each and every single one of them is going to tell you they started with the lowest possible dose, like I suggested, stuck with that dose for 5 to 7 days, and then gradually increased until they experienced the relief they're looking for. Because CBD doesn't necessarily give you a feeling like THC does. So if you haven't tried it, don't go in thinking like, oh, I'm going to feel something like being high. Like, no, that's not the case. I can just tell you that take note on how you're feeling before you take CBD, and then after you're taking CBD, take note on how you're feeling. You know personally how you're feeling right now, so after you take CBD, you'll be able to experience changes in your body where you're like, I actually feel better. Like, it's not a specific feeling, just like my pains and ailments have been subsided or even eliminated completely. So I just want to make sure those of you that have never watched this and never used CBD, you don't go in thinking that it's going to give you a specific like THC like feeling.
Not at all.
Because it's not.
Very, very different.
I don't want to mislead any of you guys. I want to be upfront and honest 100% of the time. And I just want you guys to make educated buying decisions. Absolutely. At the end of the day.
So guys, speaking of educated buying decisions, how do you find high quality CBD products? So if you're interested in treating the symptoms of a head injury with CBD, it's crucial to get the very best out there. Don't take shortcuts when it comes to brain health. CBD is a pretty trendy product out there. A lot of companies are putting out cheap, low quality, not tested, not verified products. You want to run away from that.
Or they're adding additives in there. Like probably one of the biggest CBD companies, Diamond CBD. They actually just got caught putting a lot of synthetics into their products.
Yeah.
So that's bad, very bad, because why would you want to add synthetic ingredients to a natural compound? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, the only time you should be adding things to CBD if it's going to work with CBD or enhance its functionality.
Right. I agree.
Like if not, then it has no business being in the formula.
So guys, always look for those third-party results, like those that we have on Wellnessy. Yep. Everything's third-party tested.
Even if you don't see it on the website, because I'm not going to say every single product page has test results, because that's still a lengthy process, you know, a lot of stuff going on. So, I mean, if you see a product on Wellnessy and there's not a test result on there, shoot me an email or call me, and I have the test results. I'll shoot it over to you. I have no problem with that.
That's pretty awesome.
So I don't want you guys to be like, oh, he said there's test results, but this product doesn't have it. Like, yeah, like there are some products that I haven't got, or our content guy hasn't gotten around to adding to the product pages, which he's in the process of. But if you want a test result and you don't see it, ask me. I'll give it to you.
So guys, a couple more things. Typically, organic CBD is better. It replenishes the ECS, endocannabinoid system, more effectively.
Guess what? Ours is organic.
Yep.
Organically sourced. So
now, typically, I mean, this is just common sense. High quality CBD is going to be slightly more expensive than what you'll find at the wherever.
You get what you pay for.
Right.
You know.
You don't
to
want
a certain extent.
You don't want to take shortcuts with CBD, and you don't want to take shortcuts with your brain. Mm-hmm. I mean, that goes without saying. So. The price is worth it if you want to get high quality stuff. That's what I'd say.
But I mean, it's basically like, so high quality CBD is more pure and more potent than the cheap products, you know. But what that means is you'll only need a very small amount to test its effect and for it to work. Whereas if you get a crappy CBD product, you could be using almost half the bottle, 3/4 of it to get some relief. Whereas a high quality CBD product, yeah, you paid more money up front. But in the long term, you spread that out on a day-by-day basis, your cost to own that bottle is reduced compared to the cheaper upfront cost.
So guys, that was our segment on CBD for concussions. Hopefully that information was helpful. Let us know what you think. Check out that information for yourselves. Let us know what you guys find. But pretty important stuff. Of course, guys, do want to mention this is our giveaway today. Awesome product. 250 milligram blueberry CBD Wellnessy tincture. Great CBD product. We are giving that away. The way you win that is comment, question, engage, share with us. We're watching all that as the show goes on.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking down at, guys. Your comments and questions coming in, because we're gonna do some product testing right now. And then, we'll give you feedback, and then we'll do the Q&As, and then we'll do the giveaway. So, I'm excited. We got some new products to sample. These aren't on the Wellnessy website yet. I really just wanted to test them with you guys first and kind of get your feedback to see if this is something you would like to see on Wellnessy. Because like I always do, I carry products that you guys want us to carry at the end of the day, because I want to meet your needs and your preferences.
Pretty cool, an exclusive look.
Yeah, so, all right, so we're going to be testing these CBD vape cartridges. They're from Funky Farms, and look how cool this packaging is. It's really colorful and vibrant. So they got 3 flavors. They're 300 milligrams. They got the Frosty Watermelon OG Gelato, and then a lemon cake flavor. Ooh, so it's full spectrum distillate. It's got terpenes in there. So there's a whole host of other benefits, specific terpenes can help with anxiety, depression. A lot of the things that CBD works with, infusing terpenes in there actually enhances, one, the functionality of your endocannabinoid receptors, but also it could enhance the overall effects. It produces, the entourage effect, and it enhances the benefits of the CBD. So it's kind of a win-win.
Entourage effect, of course, guys, is when you combine different cannabinoids and get sort of a synergistic effect going, as opposed to just the singular CBD. Pretty cool. Check it out if you don't know much about it.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of you guys are like, I want the entourage effect, but I don't want to use full spectrum because it has, the trace amounts of THC. I totally respect that. It's kind of why we're in the process of working on a broad spectrum tincture, so it has all the cannabinoids, terpenes, except the THC, so you still get to experience that entourage effect, but it has... even the trace amounts are eliminated from the formula.
That'll be pretty awesome.
So it's awesome, guys. All right, so the first cartridge we're going to be trying from Funky Farms is going to be the Frosty Watermelon OG. I like the name. Ooh, give that a whiff. You definitely smell the terpenes in the tube.
Oh, yeah.
So it comes in this nice little tube. I like the packaging. It's great. Has a nice little sleeve. Make sure it's secure and everything. So, like any of the CBD cartridges, you can use it on a small... I mean, this isn't the exact one. This is a disposable one. But they have little rechargeable battery devices like this, and it has a 510 threaded connector on here, and you could screw it onto there. This isn't one, obviously. Or, if you like the little bigger guys like this, you can also screw it on. Essentially, anything with a 510 threaded connector, you can use this cartridge on.
Yep.
But if you're using this big guy that, this thing can go up to 120 watts. Please do not do 120 watts. You'll destroy the cartridge, and the taste really will not be that good. So, usually on these bigger devices when I'm using a cartridge, I usually do between 8 to 10 watts. Play with it. Start at 5 watts and then gradually increase until you find the vapor production and flavors there. Because I'd hate for you to burn it. That's never fun. Right. So, all right, let's give this a go.
Frosty Watermelon OG.
Ooh, I can definitely see why they added the Frosty in there, because on the inhale it's like a cooling terpene almost. It's kind of like a minty inhale, but it's not mint flavor, It's just like it's cooling.
Nice.
But like on the exhale, like it's definitely a very terpene heavy taste, and I love that. Like this is actually really, really good. And I mean, like, you guys, if you've watched past episodes where I review cartridges, you always hear me say I love the cartridge, but I hate how the airflow is really restricted and it's hard to inhale. This is not the case with these Funky Farms CBD cartridges. If you guys can see, like, I'm not having to, like, basically suck super hard. Like, I just pull regularly, and I get a pretty decent amount of vapor production out of it. So, I mean, that's a lot more than what we were getting out of a lot of our past cartridges that we've tried in the past. That's something you see out of a lot of THC cartridges, to be honest.
What's that?
Like the larger vapor production, like, because they've figured it out, putting the adjustable airflow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good.
No, I'm giving that a 7.8 out of 10 for the flavor. And guys, don't go in thinking this is gonna taste like a watermelon vape juice. It's not. It's Frosty Watermelon OG, it's the terpenes are extracted from the hemp plant, and then these terpenes are built into a profile to mimic, the watermelon OG naturally occurring terpene profile found in the cannabis plant.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a very, like, woodsy, oaky taste. I don't know, but we'll report on the...
It's not like piney or anything like the sour diesel ones that we've tried before.
It is, like, cooling, like
I feel like there's a little bit of, like, almost like lemonade, like a little slight lemony, like a citrusy taste.
Yeah.
Slightly.
There is a little bit of that.
But yeah, 7.8 out of 10 for the flavor. I'll report obviously towards the end of the show. I think it was Vanessa who always mentioned that we do that, talk about the effects we're experiencing, so we'll do that later on in the show. What would you rate the flavor?
Flavor, I'm going to give that a 9, but I really like terpenes, so remember, guys, it's kind of an acquired taste.
I am a huge fan of terpenes. Like, it's awesome. Like, they're so good. All right, so that one is good. So, pretty high rating. So, if you guys are looking for a terpene, full spectrum CBD vape cartridge, and you would like us to carry these Funky Farm cartridges, give me a just type Funky Farms in the chat box, and then we'll see if you guys are super interested. All right, so that one is good. I'll put that back, and then what we'll do, I want to do another one. Let's do the lemon cake.
Let's do it.
Because the gelato one I'll review with you guys on a different episode. I'm curious because a few weeks ago we did review the gelato CBD terpenes from CBD Effects. That one, I think it was the rosé one that I wasn't a huge fan of.
Yeah, we both didn't really.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, it's an acquired taste, and flavor's subjective at the end of the day.
And like Ian said, guys, we will give you our feedback.
I'm already starting to feel like just better,
uplifted.
Uplifted. That's yes,
for sure.
For lack of a better term, uplifted. Is exactly kind of what I'm experiencing right now.
Guys, while we're doing this, I'm just going to take the opportunity to tell you, which we make this announcement every week. Facebook's a little weird with the comments, so those of you who have any questions or comments kind of towards the beginning of the show, if you wouldn't mind reposting those so we can make sure to try to see as many of those as possible, we'd appreciate that, please.
Okay, Mr. Lemon Cake from Frosty Farms. That is really good.
Yeah?
Not gonna lie.
So this is the lemon cake, guys.
Like, I can see why they call it lemon cake, because it definitely has, like, the lemon newel terpene in there, so it gives it that lemony kind of taste. But it does kind of, like, it's not like a dessert vapor, per se, in regards to the dessert flavor, but it's kind of like a little sweet flavor on the exhale. Like, I really like this one.
Sounds amazing.
Oh. It's just being a little finicky. My device is being weird.
Oh, man.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
Good.
Like, it's a little... It's not like, eat a bunch of candy sweet, but it's definitely, like, slightly sweet on the exhale, and it's very lemony on the inhale, and it's a very solid terpene profile kind of all the way through the vape.
And these basically would fit on any device with that connector. What is it?
A 510 threaded connector.
This is so good, dude.
That's fantastic, and I love the vapor production. I don't have to suck super hard. And look, there's nothing. And the white tips, these are fantastic. Like, guys, you literally don't have to do anything. Like, you take it out of a box. You can carry it in the box if you want, or you just put this on your device and you just keep it, in your desk or in your car. So whenever you need it, you just hit it. And like, I already feel really freaking good right now.
Like kicking in.
Absolutely. Just 'cause vaping, is the fastest rate of absorption, and then it goes sublingual delivery. I'm going to give that one an 8.2 out of 10. I did slightly like that a little more than the Frosty Watermelon.
I'm going to give it a 9.5,
like
which
that,
I gave the other one a 9.
Yeah,
so.
No, they're both phenomenal. Like, I'll take these home to Thanksgiving and be vaping these all weekend.
Yeah, I could see myself, like, every few hours, like, taking a few puffs or whatever dose I need.
Yeah.
Like, being pretty... Might have to do that, get myself a device and start doing that.
It's a 1 mil cartridge, like, it's got the, I believe it's a, it's a wickless ceramic coil, so, it won't really have, like, a lot of times problem with the, coils that are with cotton, they just start to burn, and you kind of get that harsh taste, and that affects the flavor. Whereas this is just a ceramic coil without the wick, so you're just getting the pure flavor profile that you're meant to experience, and I really like this.
Pretty cool that you can use CBD in this way.
Like, the effects aren't like massive right now. I'm feeling myself go up. But of course, I'm not getting as much CBD all at once as I would if I was doing a tincture. So I'm gonna have to hit this a few more times. But initially, for the effects, like I'm feeling 6.57 right now. It's gonna I see it continuing to go up. So I mean, towards the end of the show, I'll probably change my rating slightly. But right now, like, I definitely do feel it kicking in.
I'd give it a 7 or an 8 on effects.
Yeah,
like, it's definitely kicking
the
in.
initial effects right now, we just started consuming about 5 minutes ago.
And I maybe had like 5 or 6 puffs. I
yeah,
guess, if you guys are
and you'll see us. We'll keep hitting this throughout the show and kind of let you know. But I mean, honestly, like if you had to choose frosty watermelon, lemon cake, you can't go wrong with either of these from Funky Farms because these are amazing.
I would not be surprised if you end up carrying that the lemon sells out. Like
yeah, so I mean, if you guys would love to see us carry these Funky Farms CBD cartridges, then type in Funky Farms in the chat box. All right, you know what? Since I loved it so much, we're just gonna review the gelato.
Nice.
We're just gonna do it, guys.
I was hoping you'd.
I know we always just do 2 products, but today it's the day before Turkey Day. I'm just feeling good, and I just want to hang out with you guys.
Guys, remember, we are giving away this 250 milligram CBD blueberry Wellesi tincture, so keep those questions and comments coming, please.
All right, so now we're going to be doing the gelato flavor. And what's cool, what I did not mention, guys, so this lemon cake is sativa, and then the frosty watermelon OG is a hybrid. And then, so, you're kind of getting those I don't know if you guys are familiar with, indica, sativa strains of cannabis. But indica is, I always refer to it, indica couch. You're chilling, you're sleeping. Sativa gives you that uplifting kind of head high. Hybrid is a little combination of both.
For you THC users,
that was a review. So
for those of you who don't know, it's pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah. So if you guys go into a dispensary ever, I know a lot of you guys probably in your states that you're living in just now legalized cannabis. So if you go into a store and you see indica sativa hybrid and you're like, what the hell is that? Well, just remember to think back to this episode.
Oh man, the smell. The box smells good.
No, opening it, you can smell the terpenes. They're very pungent. They hit you in the face.
This is gelato, guys. About to try it.
All right, let's give her a go. The terpenes are... This one does probably have the strongest kind of terpene flavor initially.
Okay.
It was kind of like my throat. It wasn't like burning, but it was kind of a little harsh on my throat when I hit it. But I mean, it's still smooth. It's a smooth vape. Let's see. I can't quite put my finger on the kind of precise terpenes that are really in there. That one reminds me of a little more. It's a little more earthy.
Yeah, it's good though.
Yeah, this one, these ones got a little bit of the fruity kind of terpenes, for lack of a better term. But this one, the gelato, is more of like a earthy flavor. Yeah.
It's more similar to the first one, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yep. But, I mean, I'd still give this a 6.8.
I'd give it
for flavor.
I'd give it an 8.5. So I gave the first one a 9, second one a 9.5, this one an 8.5. They're all excellent tasting.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, guys, if you buy any one of these flavors that we've tried, or these terpene profiles that we've tried, you're not going to be disappointed. The effects are there. I'm starting to, as we keep talking with you guys and as we keep vaping more of it, I'm just starting to feel the effects more and more and more.
Yeah, I mean, it kicks in pretty almost instantly. That's just the way the body works. When in vape.
You have an endocannabinoid system for a reason, so why not give it what it wants and needs through the use of CBD?
Yep. So pretty awesome products, guys. Hope you enjoyed that little segment.
Yeah, so we reviewed the Funky Farms lemon cake, the strawberry OG, and then now the gelato. So now it's time for probably my favorite part of the show, is answering your guys' questions. So, if you guys were here at the beginning and had questions, like Ben has said, Facebook likes to cut off our questions because we get so many. I love you guys. Just repaste them in the comment box because I want to answer all of them. And as always, guys, if we do not answer them live on the show, I will be going home tonight, rewatching this episode, and going through and answering each and every question we did not get around to answering. Who knows, a lot of times I even re-answer questions that we answered on the show. I just like to engage with you guys and give you my time since you guys are giving us your time.
And a very happy Thanksgiving to everybody, of course.
Yes, of course.
So our friend Sue is asking, will your broad spectrum have a flavor?
Yeah, so we're I can't tell you really exact flavors right now. But yes, we're kind of bouncing back different flavors. They'll probably, like the natural. I don't mind the natural taste, so we'll obviously probably have a natural one and then a couple flavors. I mean, who knows? You guys seem to really love that chocolate mint and the full spectrum, so I'll probably roll that over, or infuse those flavors into the broad spectrum for you guys. But I do want to roll it maybe one or two other flavors possible, at least one more.
I took some of that, just an aside, I took some of that chocolate mint today. The effectiveness is amazing on that one, too.
That full spectrum is seriously no joke, but I totally understand you guys' fear. If you get drug tested, although I've told you, won't cause a fail. At most, it'll be a false positive, but that's only if you're consuming 2,000 milligrams plus right before the drug test. But I understand the fear, so broad spectrum is a way for you to experience those benefits while alleviating that fear of, possibly getting drug tested.
Michelle asks, so that works on any vape. What's the connection? 510?
A 510 threaded connector.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but I mean, it pretty much if you're a vapor, you know what I'm talking about when I say a 510 threaded connector. Another thing is you can look at is basically look at the base of this cartridge, and then if you have a device that this could screw into, it'll work with it.
Yep.
Like, I'm going to say, unless you're using a pod system like this cartridge obviously won't work because it doesn't screw in anywhere. But if you screw basically a tank into your device, this cartridge will work for you.
Yep. So I hope that clears that up, guys.
I'm going to take this back out and keep hitting it.
Margie says, my ex-husband was in a bad car crash and was in a coma for 6 weeks, woke up an entirely different person. So thank you for sharing that, Margie. But yeah, just another example of how brain injuries can really dramatically alter a person's character.
Well, I mean, what your personality is in your head, that is, like, everything of basically what you are and how you act is as a result of basically processes that are going on in your brain.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when that's affected, I can definitely see why Margie said that.
Yeah.
Why your husband would wake up, and be a completely different person.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing that, though, Margie. I know that's kind of a personal story, so thank you.
That,
I really appreciate that. Her ex-husband. Sorry, Margie, ex-husband. I did not. I'm sorry, ex-husband. Yeah, Michael Williams, I've had concussions before, not fun. Michael Williams, how have you, what was your standard method of recovery and treatment after you experienced one of those concussions? I'm curious to know, was it through the use of CBD, or was it just, get some rest and recover?
Sue letting us know that they got 8 inches of snow. They live in New Hampshire, right?
They do, yeah.
What's up, Sue?
Good thing Sue got the Wellesley hoodie so she can stay warm and 8 inches of snow?
Yeah, 8 inches.
That's crazy. I mean, I kind of want that out here. I wouldn't complain with that. I know
Thanksgiving.
I know some would, but I definitely wouldn't.
Sue.
Yeah, Sue. Sue again. They do this every Wednesday at this time. New topic each week, and the Wellesley CBD products are 50% off.
Sue Power is asking, have we heard of Green Mountain CBD? I don't think I have. Have you?
I think the name sounds familiar. I think I've crossed paths or talked to the company briefly. I don't really know too much. Sue Power, is that who I said? Sue, I can, if you want, do you use their CBD products, or have you seen their CBD products or you're considering using them? Because if so, I can do some research around them. And kind of look into it for you.
Monday, sorry if I said it wrong, Abramson says they have heard of Green Mountain. What do you think of them?
Yeah, those of you who have heard of Green Mountain CBD, what do you guys think, experiences? And I'm just talking about product quality. What's their customer service like? How do they treat you guys? Because that's, yes, having quality products is very important, but probably the 2 most important things is customer service and how they treat their customers, you know? I mean, I try and treat you guys with the highest regard. I mean, I don't really know many companies that you can email or shoot a message to on Facebook at 11 o'clock at night and get a response in 2 minutes.
Yeah, or where you get, like, first looks at brand new CBD products. Pretty cool.
Yeah, and before I just throw them on the site and send you guys an email, I'm reviewing them with you guys, and then I'm, based off your feedback, I either add them to the site or don't.
Ooh, Margie says she's concerned her son is buying his from a vitamin store, paying a lot less, so she's worried about what's in it as far as the quality and standards. Third-party testing.
Yeah, see if they have QR codes on the labels. I'm working on getting that for Wellesley, so you guys can just literally, like, I'll have, like, a sticker. It'll just be a QR code, and then you can literally just, like, open your camera on your phone, iPhone, Android, whatever, and you can just, you don't have to take the picture. Your phone will automatically scan that, and then it'll open up in a link on your web browser on your phone, and then it'll have all the test results for the Wellesley products. That isn't happen. That's I'm in the process, of doing that right now.
Pretty cool technology.
Yeah, I just want you guys, I just want these test results to be as accessible as possible for you guys.
What do you got over there?
Let's see. Oh, shoot, I put the pumpkin in my coffee. It was good. I'm glad you guys put the pumpkin spice latte koi CBD oil in your coffee. They actually sent me a picture of it, and I was pretty happy about that.
Awesome.
Margie Higgins said she has less kidney stone. I have less kidney stone attacks. Is that through the use of CBD? I would think. I don't want to assume.
Margie uses a lot of tinctures, right? Or what does Margie use?
Margie uses tinctures, but she also has bought some isolate too, and she's experimented with that. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Have any of you guys dabbed CBD? Like after I dabbed it on Wellness Wednesdays, probably a month or so ago. I'm curious to know if you guys saw my reaction to it, and if you're like, oh, I want to experience that for myself. You guys are killing it with all these comments. Natural cures are always better than man-made. Michael Williams, I totally agree with you. I mean, and our bodies have an internal system specifically made for cannabinoids. Like, so it totally makes sense. Like, why would we want to go the man-made route when we could do this natural route that is, our bodies are built for it?
Guys, just my personal opinion, anything man-made, it's synthesized, the chemistry's altered, the molecular structure's altered. It's pretty much, I mean, there are exceptions, but it's pretty much not meant to go inside of you versus natural is ready to go.
Yep.
Without needing to be altered. That says a lot right there. So.
Margie Higgins, do you know anything about the CBD sold at natural stores? I can't say, I mean, there are more and more slowly. I mean, we're getting into natural grocers and natural food stores and natural health stores, I guess you could say, slowly. But that's not to say if you come into like a mom and pop holistic healing shop and you see like hemp oil or hemp seed oil, there's no guarantee that has CBD. So it just shows that like you need to look up the brand, do some research on it, look for test results, you know, the whole 9 yards that we've talked about before, and then so you can verify it. But just, Margie, when you're at health food stores and you see it say hemp seed oil, that is not, unless it says, you know, like the full spectrum hemp seed oil or full spectrum hemp oil, then it's literally just hemp seed oil. Right. And that does have benefits, but that's not CBD. That's different, exactly. You know, CBD, the leaves and stalks, is where the CBD is extracted from, whereas hemp seed oil is crushed from the seed. Yeah.
So
it's coming from the hemp plant, but it doesn't have the active cannabinoid known as CBD.
A lot of strawberry Wellesley fans out there in the comments. I thought they were both good, but the strawberry, I think, was a little better.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are... I mean, I know I knocked the price 50% off, but even after last week when I announced the release of strawberry and apple, like, we sold through. You guys are buying up so much. I'm gonna have to get our lab to start. We're gonna start manufacturing more soon. Like, it's crazy, guys. Like, you guys are seeming to really love the Wellesley line of products. And just so you know, we're in the process of more and more products. Like, you want to see a little sneak peek of something?
Very cool.
A little bit of this. Still, I got these labels today, so there's a slight change that I want to make before these go live on the site. But I did want to show you guys that I have not been lying when I've told you that we're going to be rolling out bath bombs. So they'll be added once I get this changed on the label that I want. They will be added to the site, and you guys can buy away.
Good comment here from Sean Matthews. Says, I'm new, just purchased a bottle of Koi to vape, 100 milligrams. Don't know a lot about it. Not sure how much to vape for back pain and sleeping. Thank you very much, Sean, for that comment. Really good comment. Eden, what do you say?
So, did he buy 1,000 milligram, or did he say what milligram content?
100 milligram, and basically just wondering how to dose vaping, which is a good question.
Yeah, vaping's a little harder. You can know when you're putting the Wellesi grape CBD oil, if you're putting one dropper of the 250 milligram in your tank, you're getting 8.3 milligrams in that dropper, and this isn't really the standard anymore, but a lot of times, vape tanks are about 3 milliliters. So, you're getting about, 24, 25 milligrams if you fill a full tank with, 250 milligrams CBD vape juice. But it depends. If you got an additive, then you could do half a tank with your CBD oil and then half a tank with your vape juice, so you get your nicotine and your CBD. But, with vaping, it's cool because the effects hit you pretty quickly. So what I would recommend, man, is I would try vape, fill a whole tank. 100 milligrams? Is that a 30 ml bottle? I'm curious. I just want to know which product are you using, so I can give you more precise dosing instructions, because vaping, I would honestly fill up a full tank with CBD, and then I would just vape. I would vape it because it's hard for me to tell you if you inhale for 3.5 seconds, you are approximately going to be getting this much CBD, because the length and the overall inhale varies from me to you.
Just a quick note on the sleeping part, just my 2 cents is just vape to your heart's content at night because you can't really go overboard. You can just get really sleepy, which is what you're trying to do. So enjoy the flavor.
Sean, if it's a flavor one, is it a flavored or an unflavored additive? Either one you can vape solely.
Yeah.
It's totally up to you, but a lot of times this Wellesi unflavored CBD additive right here, people buy that, they use it sublingually, but a lot of people are buying their vapors because they still want to get their nicotine, so they'll mix half a tank with the unflavored and half a tank with their vape juice because it's unflavored. It's not going to mess with their e-juice flavor that's in there, but they'll be getting their delivery of nicotine and also their delivery of CBD. I put it in a Nick Salt device and vape it about 5 times. Yeah, Sean, that's perfect. So I actually vape CBD in my little Novo right here, my Nick Salt device. Fantastic. So I think these are about 1 milliliter cartridges, 1.5 to 2. So honestly, Sean, what I would do is I would just fill up a cartridge like this, your CBD cartridge, and then that's the cool thing about these is you have a separate cartridge. You have your CBD cartridge and then your Nick Salt cartridge, and then you put your CBD cartridge in, and then you basically just, since this goes into effect pretty instantly, you kind of just keep vaping until you start to feel the relief.
And Sean, we know you're a lady.
Yeah.
Eden could not see your profile.
No, I saw. Yeah, sorry. I could not see. I was kind of just I see the comments, but I couldn't on my phone. I can't see. So I'm sorry, Sean. I know you are a lady, so please forgive me for that. I meant no offense by that. Let's see. God, you guys are...
Margie says she mixes 50-50 flavor tincture with vape liquid. So Margie's doing it.
Yeah, so it's really up to you. If you want to get CBD and nicotine, do half and half. But if not, I would just have a separate, little Nick Salt cartridge device. I'd have a separate cartridge for your CBD and kind of just, if you use it before bed, just kind of keep hitting it until you feel relief. And then who knows? Try sticking with that dose. So if you notice, okay, 5 hits of my device will give me relief. Stick with hitting it hit it 5 times for about 5 to 7 days and see if that maintains. And then if so, then your dose. You know, I need to hit this 5, 6, 7, 8, however many times it is. to experience the relief for me.
And you feel it quickly, so you'll kind of know probably your sweet spot as we always say, as you get to try more. Sean says it's okay. LOL always happens.
Thank you so much for forgiving me, Sean. You are such a sweetheart. So I see a lot of you guys saying funky farms, funky farms, funky farms. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to look into getting the funky farms cartridges added to Wellesley. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. I'm just scrolling through. I was actually able to kind of get to the top of the questions, but we'll pick a winner in about another minute or two. So I just want to get through these last few questions. Yeah, Sean, she really was asking a lot of questions. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Well, I want Monday to win today. Oh yeah, Sue's suggesting some winners for the day. We
love the Sues.
Yeah, the Sues. I was actually happy they called me the other day, and it was kind of brightened up my day to talk with them for a little bit. You guys are pretty awesome.
Oh, Sue was saying earlier, forgot about it. She's wearing her hoodie right now.
Look at that! All right, look, we're wearing our Wellesley swag together. I really appreciate all of you guys who really support our company by buying our clothing products with our name on it. That's really awesome, and that's great that you guys support us to that extent. Danny said, I can't wait to try the strawberry Wellesley CBD. Yeah, Danny, hopefully you can try that real soon. All right. Yeah, so is it your turn?
It's your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Decisions.
Let me see here. You guys can see we've been taking notes of questions we liked. I'm scrolling up and down. All right. Let's see. Is that so the winner of the 250 milligram Wellesley Blueberry CBD oil $40 value is going to be Sean Matthews.
Congratulations, Sean.
Sean Matthews. You have to be here to claim your prize. So all I need you to do is say, Sean Matthews, if you are still here, say yes. Give me a 1 in the chat box. Give me something that shows you're still here. Sean Matthews. Just want to make sure. Guys, you might want to let's see how many of you guys will stick around towards the end. Sean Matthews.
Sean, let us know you're here, please.
If not, man, I'm gonna have to pick another winner. That's kind of the rules of Sean Matthews. Congratulations. Okay. Well, I don't know if you guys were around at the beginning of the show. Today is Wellesley's very first birthday. We have been around for an entire year, and it's only just the beginning. I appreciate you guys' support. Everything you have done to help us get to this point. So what I'm going to do is to celebrate kind of Thanksgiving, our birthday, I'm going to pick another winner for a, since we were talking about the strawberry, I'm going to do the Wellesley Strawberry CBD oil.
Cool.
250 milligrams.
One more winner, guys.
One more winner, guys. So I see you guys still sticking around. So everybody has a fair chance. I'll scroll up and down through the comments. Give me in 2 to 3 words, tell me what you thought of this show. This is amazing, awesome, learned so much. Or type Funky Farms again.
Or what are you thankful for?
What are you thankful for? Yes. Type in some of those, and then I'll go through and kind of I'll announce another winner who will be getting the Wellesley Strawberry CBD oil in 250 milligrams. So, guys, I kind of just keep giving. I'm so thankful for you guys, so I kind of just want to show my appreciation for you.
We are very thankful for you guys. Every Wednesday you join us. The show wouldn't be what it is without you. It's Thanksgiving. You take time.
Danny's thankful for Funky Farms. Look at that. Thankful for Wellesley Margie. Aww. All right. Let's see here. Scrolling up and down. All right. So, all right, let's see. Do you want to pick this second winner?
Yeah,
I think you should do it.
All right. Well, this is somebody who I've seen come back on a few different shows. Don't Think's ever won. And I know if you check out with Sue that you're legit. So I'm going to go and take Sue's advice, and I'm going to give Monday Abramson the second
Monday,
win.
as long as Monday,
here.
yeah, Monday's still here?
Let us know, Monday. I saw you just commented you wish your husband could try it, so here you go. You guys can try this out.
Monday, are you here? Say yes, I'm still here, Eden. I want to claim my prize.
And sorry if I am saying your name.
Yeah, I apologize, like, legitimately if I'm pronouncing.
Monday's here. So congrats.
All right, so, Monday and Sean. So, Sean, I need you to, or both of you guys, to email hello@wellesley.com. I need a picture of your driver's license, and then please, just to make it easier, can you just type out your shipping address in the email, and then I will get these bottles shipped out to you. Sean, you will be receiving the blueberry. Monday will be receiving the strawberry. I really appreciate it, you guys. Oh, and all as I ask is when you guys get to try these products and use them for a week or so, all as I ask is you go to the WellSC website and leave an honest review. That's all I want. I just want to know what you guys think of these products.
So, guys.
So, email Sean and Monday. Email hello@wellsc.com, driver's license, shipping address.
Oh, Matthew may want to know, are we doing a Black Friday sale?
Well, Matthew, I see you just came in late. All WellSC products are 50% off. But yes, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, there'll be another sale. The 50% off for the WellSC products, that's the sale. It's going through Monday at 11:59 p.m. But the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal, that'll be, 30% off the rest of the products on the site. Obviously, you can't combine the 30 and the 50, but 50% off all WellSC CBD products through Monday, and then starting Friday, you guys will probably, who knows, you might be awake when you get this email, but you'll see that it'll be 30% off the rest of the store.
So, guys, congrats to the winners. Thank you again for joining us on your Thanksgiving, for always joining us every Wednesday, 6 Eastern, 5 Central, 4 Mountain. That's us, 3 Pacific. We're always here. Please help us get the word out there every week. The show's growing. Let's spread the CBD knowledge out there. It's an amazing thing, obviously.
And I look forward to 2019 and the second year to come for WellSC. So I'm looking forward to the growth and you guys growing with us. So thank you for your support.
Appreciate it, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. If you need anything during the week, even on Thanksgiving, shoot me a chat. I will be working. All right, bye, guys.
Bye, guys.